It's an iconic scene from an iconic movie. But for a property nerd like me, it's not the gorilla that I care about. It's the fact this scene includes one of the most iconic buildings in New York City, and arguably one of the most iconic buildings in the entire world.
Here's Johnny!
Let's jump right in with our first film, The Shining. The film was filmed in multiple locations, but most notably, the exterior shots utilized the Timberline Lodge, located in Oregon, in the United States. Constructed in 1937, the Timberline Lodge sits at an elevation of 6,000 feet, making the lodge the perfect destination for a ski holiday. The interior shots of the film actually utilised a soundstage back in the United Kingdom. This building makes our iconic list because its sense of eeriness definitely adds to the film. The next iconic building in film is, you guessed it, the Clock Tower from Back to the Future. For those that have watched all three films, they'll know that the Hill Valley Clock Tower is of pivotal importance, with the clock tower ultimately allowing Doc to power his DeLorean when he needed it the most. The Hill Valley Clock Tower is an important plot piece throughout the films, and we even get to see its construction when Marty returns to the Wild West. The coolest part is, if you really are a huge fan, you can go and see it on the Universal Studios tour. It's now time to talk about not only the tallest building in this video, but the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. That's right, a building so iconic it even featured on the poster for the film. I certainly can't blame the marketing team for this film. Why would you not put the fact that Tom Cruise scales the side of this iconic building right front and center on your poster? I'm sure this iconic photo also helped with film sales. But let's talk more about the building itself. Many of you will know that it's the tallest building in the world, standing at over 829 meters and holding this crown since 2009. And don't worry, you don't have to feel scared standing at the top of this extremely tall structure. It's said that the piles go down over 50 meters into the ground. This now brings us to the building from our introduction, the Empire State Building. Standing at 381 meters tall, the Empire State Building is a staple of New York City. Thanks to the Empire State Building, and yes, I guess, the giant gorilla. The original King Kong from 1933 went on to make $3.5 million, a huge box office hit. And how cool is this? Talk about old school VFX. Only 2 more buildings to go, and let's jump into one of the scariest films I remember watching as a child, Psycho and the Bates Motel. Again, talk about old school cool. For anyone who's seen the original Psycho, you definitely wouldn't want to stay at the Bates Motel, and you definitely wouldn't want to visit the nearby house up on the hill. Thankfully for us who are still scared by the film, we can rest safe in the knowledge knowing that it was just a film set. And for those brave enough who want to get over our fears, we can visit it on the Universal Studios tour. Here it is, the final building, Die Hard and Nakatomi Plaza. Nakatomi Plaza, famously known as the setting for the 1988 action film Die Hard, is actually the Fox Plaza, a 34-story skyscraper located at 2121 Avenue of the Stars in Century City, Los Angeles. Again, a building so iconic it features on the film's poster. Again, this building is pivotal in the storyline of the movie, and is such an iconic feature on the LA skyline, it even features in GTA 6. So, what's your favourite building in film?